28. Yep. Here we are, live.
We're live, and I'm fat again. Welcome to the episode of 28ness, episode 28 of the Psychology of Fuckery. I'm Chris Roach, along with my co-host, Joe Pomerico, and his beautiful wife, Christine James Walker. Hey, guys.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
It's good to be back, and I learned something interesting last week. Joe is quite the painter, an accomplished artist, and directly right in front of me, about 3 feet from me, there's a warrior princess naked, and she's standing there from behind, and she's standing on like a hill of skulls with the swords up, and there's lightning hitting the sword. And I just learned that that's Christine, and that doesn't make me uncomfortable at all, that I get to stare at my friend's wife's rear end in a painting every time I come here.
We should take it down.
No. No. It's already burned into my brain. Don't take it down now, Christine.
You got to counter it. You got to stare at it more in order to counter it.
Yeah, I got to stare at it more so I become desensitized to your rear end, Christine. Thank you, Christine. It's like if I had to go to therapy. All right, we're gonna stare at a real rear end for like an hour and desensitize you.
I don't know why Joe told you that was me.
It's not you. 'Cause now that I look the way she's standing, with the legs and everything, that is you, right? I mean, the hair is long. Was your hair ever that long?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. But she doesn't have that sword, though.
I don't know.
Yes, I do.
Joe, is there any update with the contest?
The People's Artist?
Yeah, you're like one of the... Are you a finalist?
I'm in the next round, but, there's so much backlash with that
I know.
contest.
I sent you guys a couple of things that people posted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the one thing you sent with the intellectual property.
But I thought, people were posting that. I thought I read that it was just only for the duration of the contest, not afterward.
I don't know. It just seems like it would be a fun event to attend.
But also, too, if you get in the L.A. trip, some money and have a showcase would be cool.
Right.
But when you rely on, votes from people like right. I actually it's like sometimes I don't even know why I share it. I have some people that voted, right, and then that are consistent, and then it's just like there's people that like it that don't vote, because I could see like the recent people that voted,
right,
like Mumsy's a voter.
You see that? Hello, Mumsy.
Hello, Mumsy.
Good morrow, my lady. So, all right. So, when's the contest again? It's in the fall?
It ends in like August, and I think it's September or October is when they actually have the winner.
And can
showcase.
People listening to this podcast, can they follow it online? Can they vote?
You have to have Facebook to verify yourself. So really, just log on Facebook, and then find the contest or the link from my page, because you actually have to have my link. So it's like you have to go to my Facebook page.
So go on, look up Joe Pomerico on Facebook.
Yeah.
And he's the one with the dark hair, not the gay Joe Pomerico with the mohawk. Did I say Mohegan? Mohawk. Anyway.
So, Chris.
Yes?
Turtle, how was Myrtle?
Turtle, how was Myrtle? I wore a girdle because I'm fat. I stepped on the scale today, and those 2 pounds I lost are back on. But
Was that from Myrtle?
Probably. And plus, last night we had that party, and I got a little tipsy, and I think it's a lot of water weight for me, just like the way I've been drinking.
Was the party in Myrtle last night?
No, the party was
the Q and Brew.
Oh,
the Q and Brew. But to get there, let me back up. Myrtle Beach. One of the topics we're going to be talking about today is travel nightmare stories. Everybody has one. So anytime I do comedy, the one thing I try to avoid is layovers. Sometimes you can't avoid them, but if you can, it's worth paying $200 more for a round trip without a layover. And every once in a while you have to learn a lesson, and I got that lesson yesterday. I had a 12 o'clock flight from Myrtle. a layover in D.C., a short layover. All in all, I should have arrived in LaGuardia at 3:58 p.m. So we get to Myrtle, and we get on the plane, and I could tell right away, it is hot. It is hot as on the plane, and the captain comes over. I'm real sorry about the heat. Once we get on the runway, the AC should kick in. He said something was down. There was some kind of piece was down. So anyway, a truck comes over with this unit that attaches to the plane to air condition the cabin while the mechanics work on the engine. So the captain comes over. Well, probably going to be like another 30 minutes. So they're going to see if they can fix it. If not, we're going to have to deplane. I've never deplaned before.
Oh my gosh.
Have you guys deplaned?
No.
No.
I've only heard about deplaning.
What is that,
Yeah.
going out on the runway?
So no, we didn't even leave the gate. But some people, yeah,
Oh.
I've heard stories with people on the runway that the planes will turn around, or even like there's nightmare stories of planes waiting on the tarmac for whatever,
Yeah.
for clearance, I guess.
Yeah.
You heard of people like waiting for hours. It's like it's cruel.
Yeah.
So I sit in my seat, and I have to pay the extra money for legroom each way, and my feet are crammed against the seat. I'm pissed off. I'm like, this is extra legroom. I'm like saying it out loud. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I got my little portable fan on my face. I'm like, this is extra legroom. And then some young kid comes walking up. He goes, dude, I think you're in my seat. And I'm like, no. He goes, yeah, this is the, I was 14F. I was sitting in 15F. 14F had another foot of legroom because it was the wing. It was the exit row, which I always take because of the leg. I climbed over those people so fast, and I climbed over the two people in my row and the two people in front. He's like, if you want, I'll sit down. I'm like, no.
Oh my
I
gosh.
sat down in that seat. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Here I am, and I saw this post, like my friend Karen Ryder, who listens to us this all the time. We said, we're going to try to do that thing where the guy on Instagram said, don't say anything negative for 1 week. So that was my plan. And then all of a sudden, I'm talking to myself on the plane. I'm like, okay, this is God testing me. This is God testing me. This is a test. I need to pass it. And I'm like sitting there like I feel like I was going to faint. I thought I was going to. I don't do good in heat. You guys see me on stage. If the stage is warm and I'm sweating, I'm miserable. So also the captain comes over. Well, sorry, folks. They tried fixing it. We're going to have to deplane. So now everybody on the plane's got to get back off.
My God.
They got to get back off. And we're waiting. I got to say, I will give Myrtle props. They got us another plane in like an hour. So that was pretty good. Maybe like an hour and a half. So, we're hanging out in the airport for another hour and a half. I go have another cocktail, try to chill out. And we get on the new plane, and once I walk in, I see, when you walk in, you see the ACs misting.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
You loved it.
It was cooler than the airport. Because airports are all these giant windows. You can't block the sun from the windows, so that's why airports are so hot. I don't know why airports don't make giant shades for these giant windows or put a film. I don't know why this. What do we need to see the plane through these giant windows? It's like it lets in so much heat. So, my God, I sound like an old man.
It's
and
like a
No, it's
listeria
true.
outbreak.
but when I saw those, I'm like, oh, put it right in my face.
The misters.
Right in my face. And the guy next to me, we became like friends after a while. And I think he was hitting on me. I wasn't sure. That's another story. Yeah.
There's a bear at the airport.
Yeah, there's a bear. There's a bear in 14F.
How do you feel like, I don't know if this is still a
Extra
thing
leg
or if it
room.
ever was, but I heard that, especially since you had the seat with the leg room by the exit,
Right.
you're responsible for
Yes.
that exit.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of responsible for the whole crew
Yes.
getting that door open.
I would do it. I would get that thing open. I would yank people out by their hair if I had to. God forbid that ever should happen. I would hope I'd rise to the occasion. I'm like, I gotta get out of here, like from the movie Airplane. I gotta get out of here. So we get on a plane. It's lovely, and the guy I'm talking to next to me, he just told me he goes, yeah, I'm in Brooklyn, and there's nowhere to eat, and I'm thinking about we're going out to eat, and so is New York your home? I'm like, yeah, we're talking. He's a really nice guy. He's like, yeah, I don't know what I do. I guess I'll sit in a hotel and just hang out at the bar. I'm like, I know what's going on here.
Oh no.
You have a penis. I have a penis. And you want to play tummy sticks. I know what's going on here.
He wants to dock it.
He wants to dock. And
Joust. Dick
and I
jousting.
said, yes. I said, you're not going to believe this, sir, but I actually know what docking is. But no, that's where I'm like, I swear I started thinking about women and how, it was a friend of mine was just talking to me, and it's like, guys will like be nice to you, but there's always that ulterior motive.
Yeah.
Somebody was talking to me, I don't know if it was you, Christine, that all of a sudden you're like, am I having a conversation with this guy because he's genuinely thinks I'm interesting?
I think it was me.
Yes, it was you.
Yeah.
And the person said to you, oh, so Joe's your husband? Husband?
Yeah, and then they're out.
How's his testosterone? Is it okay?
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, this person's actually having a conversation with
I
me.
know.
I have a new friend.
No.
No, you don't.
And that's kind of it's kind of like it's sad.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about myself like I hope I wasn't like that to anybody, but as a man when you're young, well this guy who did it to you wasn't young, but when you're in your 30s I could see like you have no control. I have to say now that I'm 57 going on 58 and my testosterone has calmed down, my sex drive has calmed down so much. I'm like, I can actually have women that are friends now.
Wait, Chris, are you seriously going to be 58 next week?
Shut up. Yes.
Wait, no, are you serious?
58. I moisturize. I know I
Oh
moisturize.
my
and,
God, honey.
you know, and you know,
Honey.
if I was a police officer still, I would probably look like my age. I see people my age from school. I'm like, there's no way we went to school together. Were you my principal?
Oh, yeah.
That's really weird to say 58.
I know,
next to
it
you.
is
I did
weird.
not know that you were that age.
And the only thing that bothers me is something my dad said to me on his deathbed. He said, "No, he didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. My dad, he would be laughing at that joke
That's
right
horrible.
now. My dad said, he goes, I swear, yesterday I was 50 years old. I don't know what the hell happened.
Aww.
And I think about that all the time. And, you know, that's why I always try to practice mindfulness, stay in the present moment.
Yes.
Because what they say, the past is regret and depression, and the future is anxiety.
Yep.
So don't. And
it's true. But it's very hard.
yeah. So the gay guy, I'm
Speaking of
I'm
hard.
very confident that I was being hit on. And I said, listen, I said we can't be making out on the plane like this. And no, I didn't. No. So he was nice man. He was a nice guy.
I have a story too.
We can't be.
You have a story with a guy?
Yeah.
Well, you're a handsome fellow. I'm sure you've had your.
We can't be making out on the plane.
I didn't. We had to clarify with our gay friends if this is what it meant.
You know what though? Of course, I have gay friends who I love, but I hate comedians that they want to do a joke about black people, white guys. So I got my best friend is black. I'm like, your best friend is not black, you lying bastard. Just do the goddamn joke.
You're not Don Rickles.
You're not Don Rickles. So my best friend is black, and here's my 5 jokes I wrote about black people. No.
I can say that I do have a slew of gay men
Yes.
lined up behind me that have been my friends for many, many years. And
Gay and lesbian, and like my friends, they have a float for the gay parade in Patchogue, and I contribute money so they can put their pride parade float together.
that's coming up.
So, is it?
Yeah,
No.
in June.
By the way, that was in charity. I'm just saying, here, build your float.
So, I was in a situation. We had to go to the city. Christina had an appointment for something, and so I had to wait outside in Manhattan. I got hungry, so I went to was it Shake Shack?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shake Shack.
First time I've been to a Shake Shack, I think.
Oh, that's where the gays hang out.
Is it?
No. Mike, okay. Now, I do have a very close friend, Brian Marichaux. Love him. He told me that gay men hang out in Home Depot. I was like, what?
They
He goes-
do.
And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what, Brian? The other day I was walking down the tool aisle, and some guy gave me like a nod, like, what's up, like staring at me. And I'm thinking like he maybe know me from somewhere.
Yeah.
But this is before, I was on TV. And I'm like, was that guy hitting on me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, your friends can clarify, and on that grinder, there's like a lot of construction workers
No.
that have wife and kids.
Because I had
And
a
they-
saw. Yeah, I had a saw, and he
Yeah.
was behind me, like showing me how to go the right motion with the saw, and he had my arm.
Uh-huh.
His left arm was around my waist, and his
Oh,
right
okay.
arm, and we were sawing in unison. I'm like, I get it.
Was Lady in Red playing in the background?
Lady in
Sawing in
red.
unison.
But I went to go to Shake Shack, and I was waiting in line like everybody else, and there were all kinds of people. Like, there's a woman in front of me, and their kid, and the manager said something to me. I forget what it was. I was in the way, and I got out of the way. I was like, "Oh, excuse me, sorry."
Shake
I didn't
Shack?
mean to be, yeah, Shake Shack.
Okay, yeah.
in Manhattan, and he was like, "Hey, hold on a second." He's like, hook him up with a free meal."
Really?
And I'm like, "Oh, really? What? I'll pay. It's fine. You don't have to give me a free meal, whatever." And it's like, I said something where I mentioned like I'm waiting for my wife. She's got an appointment, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm married too. I was married too."
Yeah.
But
no.
He's like,
oh no.
"I lost my wedding ring golfing."
I lost my wedding ring in somebody's ass.
That's what that meant, I guess, right? I lost my wedding ring golfing.
Do you fist?
He's like, "Do you golf?" I'm like, "No, I don't golf."
Do you
I
fist?
Actually,
Is that a code? The question is, was that a code?
Oh.
was that a code? And he's like, "Yeah, I
Oh.
golf. I just lost my wedding ring golfing." Is that like putting the fingers in the hole to grab the ball?
Oh,
Or something?
man.
What does golfing
What is-
translate to?
Yeah.
What's the subtext
So we
there?
had to ask some people that are familiar with this. Turns
Golfing.
out, yeah, I don't know. And then I was like, "Well, thanks for the food," and I fucking left.
How'd you like a burger to go with that? How'd you like a burger to go with that shake? Was that old cheesy line? Something like
Yeah.
that.
Burger go with
When
that
I,
shake.
when I worked for Expressions, I was this one I used to work out, Joe, and I was taking steroids. Were you talking about steroids?
Yeah.
I took steroids one summer, and I was jacked. And there's a gay guy named Joe that would come in and rent movies all the time, and he comes into my office and he goes, like he was like nervous. He's like, "Hey Chris," I'm like, "Hey Joe, what's going on?" He's like, "Nothing, just just want to say hello." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What's going on here?" I'm like, "Joe, you're right." He goes, "Yeah, I just could you just turn around?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, I just want to see your back." I'm like, "Joe, get out of my office." He's like, I'm sorry," and he runs out. He wanted to see my back because my back time was, I was a V. I was jacked, and I'm like, "Oh my God."
Oh my God.
And then again, I think, like I feel bad for any woman that was trying to like talk to me as a friend, and I had like one thought in mind. Then again, I found myself a lot of times I was at bars talking to somebody, and it's like all of a sudden I go from trying to hook up with her, then I become the big brother. I'm like, what did I just do? I just cockblocked myself.
What
Yeah.
about this, Christine? Like with women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have these guy friends, and they think they're gay, and like it's funny. Like a lot of the guys that try to like actually are trying to hang out with you to hit on you or to hook up with you.
Yes,
But
that's
the
very
fact
common.
is, they don't know that the women think that they were gay the whole time.
Yeah, that's happened to
Yes.
me. Both situations have happened to me where I thought that my trainer was straight,
Right.
and I pretty much asked him out. I was like, "You want to hang out?" And I kept telling my mom, I was like, "I met this guy. He's so cute. He's Italian. He's, he likes musical theater. We could talk about all these things." And I was like, "It seems too good to be true." And then he kept telling me no, like, like dodging me a little bit. But then he seemed interested,
Right.
and it threw me off because I'm like, he seems interested, but then he only takes it so far. I'm like, he's definitely flirting with me.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he told me go on AIM. Do you guys remember AIM?
Mm-hmm.
What is AOL? Oh,
AOL Instant.
AOL. Yeah.
And he said to me, I said, "Listen, like, if you can't see that I like you, you're either dumb, deaf, blind, or gay." And he goes, "I'm gay."
They're
And then we ended
still
up
friends till this
still
day.
friends to this day. We ended
Yep.
up becoming roommates. But I'm thinking, wow, my gaydar was really off. And then when I said it out loud to him, I'm like, I was thinking, this guy likes musical theater. He's like, didn't that give it away? I'm like, but you were flirting with me. Here, it turns out he got like a sick thrill from flirting with girls that liked him.
Even.
But you took me to that club. It was a gay club.
It was a gay club.
We went to many a gay bars together and.
Yes.
Did a lot of gay things after that, and I was just as I was
did a lot of gay things
I was
after
his
that.
I was his beard. I went to weddings with him as his beard. And
okay, yeah.
All of the things, but yeah.
That's a term I didn't know about.
You're the beard. I was the beard.
Well, it's got to be flattering, even as a man. All right, so this guy finds me attractive. It's not my thing, but thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it goes both ways too, where it's like.
Oh boy,
where I thought a guy was straight or was gay, but he was straight.
Right.
Actually, one time during a musical that I was doing years ago, we thought that he was gay. We let him in our dressing room while we were like tits out, like getting ready to go.
Yes.
And he's in the corner, like pretending to help us, like put our corsets and stuff on.
Right.
And then turns out he's got a girlfriend.
Wow.
He's totally not gay.
Yes, that's one thing about theater people. You could just like get naked in front, and it's like no big deal.
No.
At least down to the underwear.
Yeah, the quick changes, they have to happen. You have to get over it. It's the one place modesty just doesn't apply.
No, you're right. You don't have time to be modest. Like everybody's panicking to get dressed.
Yes.
For the next scene.
I have to get on stage. I don't care if you see my nipple. Let's get it moving.
Here's my nipples.
I can't miss my entrance.
Here's my nipples and action.
So what happened then?
What?
After you got on your plane?
Oh, so a good buddy of mine, Mike Ellison, who you both know. Yeah. I know he's an Uber driver, and he's always looking to make money. I said, Mike, how'd you like to pick me up at the airport? I'll pay you, right? Yes.
Idiot, I told you I'd pick you up.
You did?
3 times last week.
Oh, I'm so stupid. You know what? I'm one of those people, like I'm sure you can relate. You don't want to bother anybody.
I told you last week when you were here, do you need a ride to the airport? Do you need a ride home? Call me. Let me know. Text us.
Oh, but okay, wait. So Saturday, I find out when I'm in Myrtle Beach that the Long Island Railroad went on strike. So my plan was to take an Uber from, and I've done this before, take an Uber from LaGuardia because there was no flights going into JFK, which I prefer because you get right on the Long Island Railroad from the air train. So I was going to take an Uber from LGA LaGuardia to Jamaica. No, I think there's another station that might be closer to LaGuardia than Jamaica.
Woodside.
There's Woodside. Yes.
Yeah, Woodside.
I was going to go take like a $20 Uber over to Woodside and take the train home. They go on strike, and now I'm freaking out on Sunday. And yeah, so Mike Ellison, the poor guy, Christine, I'm glad it wasn't you because he had to wait in the parking lot for 3 hours.
Stop.
He waited for 3 hours because the plane kept getting delayed. And by the time I got in there, we were supposed to, I was supposed to go to, I was hoping to be home by 5, take a shower, and then go to the Monday night open mic and celebrate Joe's birthday and his last time hosting.
Not me.
Not you, Joe Winchell. Good dude. Very good dude. So I called Diane because now I'm like, what am I going to do? I want to see my dog so bad. You know, I want to see.
They missed you, and you
my
missed
Lilu.
them.
It was like Diane always sends me videos of what Lilu's doing.
She was Ms. without you.
Oh, she stands. She waits for me to come in at night.
Aw.
And usually after like the second night of me being on the road, she knows what's going on. And you know what she does to me when I pack? When she sees me take out the suitcase, she stands on she just positions herself and just looks at me with these sad eyes. She knows. And it kills me. I'm packing my clothes, and she's giving me this face. So sorry, I had too much beans. That was actually a vehicle nearby. So we ended up getting to the open mic at 9. Diane goes, you know what? Don't just come home and see the dogs. They're going to freak out when you leave again. So go to the open mic and come home. So I went to the open mic, and we had a little too much fun. And you ever see I've gotten drunk plenty of times in my life, but I've never seen anybody get drunk. Like you see on TV, people fall downstairs. Mm-hmm. Last night I got to that point where I'm like, oh my God.
How many cranberry vodkas did you have?
I had like 4, but they were we call them Mike Ellison's. It's Tito's, soda, and Gatorade. So you're hydrating and you're getting hydrated and getting intoxicated at the same time.
No Grimace.
Grimace is very similar to a Mike Ellison, but Grimace has it's purple Gatorade and grenadine, which is way too much sugar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that was.
You got falling down drunk.
I never got like that, and you know what? So I get home and even my dogs look at me like, "What's up with you?" They were happy to see me. I'm like, "Hey guys, give Danny a kiss. Get over here, give me a kiss." They're like, "What's up with this orangutan?"
They're like, we waited all this time, and this is how you greet us?
Yeah,
you son
greet
of
us.
a bitch.
You suck. So, yeah, so I freaking left dishes in this. I always wash their bowls when I'm done. I feed them and I go to bed. And I guess I forgot to wash them. So Diane she thought I was being disrespectful to her, which in order to be disrespectful, I think there has to be some kind of intent. There was no intent. I was exhausted from that day of travel, and I drank. So I'm like, boom, right out cold. And 8:30 this morning, she's rubbing my foot. Wake up. I need you to feed the dogs. I'm like, what? She usually does the morning, and I do the lunch. She does the dinner, and I do the last feeding. Because we feed them 4 times because Lilu has slight pancreatitis. So she went to the beach this morning, and she deliberately woke me up. She said because she felt disrespected. She goes, I would have fed the dogs, but I felt disrespected. And I'm thinking to myself, in order to disrespect somebody, there has to be intent. There was no intent there, so it was a punishment. She woke me up because I was gone all week, and she said to me, she goes, have fun on vacation. I'm like, I'm working.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I had 2 shows, and we went to bingo, and so there, I said I'm not going on vacation. I'm making money to pay our rent. Mm-hmm. So I walked the dogs this morning while she went to the beach. I'm like, no big deal. She does it every morning. Every once in a while, I try to get up, or she'll ask me if I could do the morning shift so she can sleep in. Sure, not a problem. So, I was not a good way when I woke up this morning. Oof.
This is the dog balls.
Yeah.
How many hours sleep did you get? Sorry, Joe.
I got about like 3 hours sleep, and I was exhausted. I was already like, when the day started, I had gotten 5 hours sleep. So after traveling all day and not sleeping on the plane, sweating all day in the airport, and then going out that night, I was like, once my head hit the pillow, it was like, boom, out.
I mean, it's the jet lag.
Yeah. Yes, I thought it was, I don't know. I shouldn't air my dirty laundry on the podcast, but I'm just saying,
Well, yeah, no, I mean.
Plus, they're my babies, and I love them. Like, yeah, I never argue. I'm like, you want me to? Sure, I'm up. So that was my travel nightmare story. There was another time. This was, wow, like 10 years ago. The worst place to fly into, Chicago.
Really?
Really?
Why?
Because it's so windy. There's probably a statistic somewhere which airport has the most delayed flights. I wonder if it's Chicago O'Hare. Somebody's got to be at the number one, Chicago or Dallas. Chicago is so windy that they're always delaying planes for the winds.
Yeah.
The winds got to die down.
They should do like set up all the shows in every state at all the clubs and do like a road trip tour.
That's what I need to do. My dream is to do is to have DXL, the Big and Tall store, sponsor a show, and I just get like a bunch of behemoths, like me and.
Did you ever? You should try.
Yeah.
Contacting them.
Yeah, I think Angela was trying back when I was on Kevin's show. We even went as far as she contacted Mott's Applesauce.
That's pretty good.
Because my character's name was Mott. So, Chicago one time, the second flight is just canceled because of the weather, and I have a show up in Ohio that night. So I had no choice. I had to rent a car. So the guy is really cool, the character. I go in. It's like, oh, man, how you doing? Oh, yeah. He goes, I got just the car for you. And he puts me in a Dodge Challenger, which is the car I always wanted. Mm-hmm. We put my bags in the car. He goes, all right, don't you need a license and a credit card? And I hand him my license and my debit card. He goes, uh-oh. I'm like, what? He goes, we don't take debit cards. I'm like, oh, I don't have at that time, my credit was still being rebuilt. Mm-hmm. I had no credit card.
What the heck?
Budget will let you rent with a debit card, but like other ones, I think like I think they all let you rent with debit cards now, but back then it was not their policy.
You know what? I had some problems, with that, and then I was told about a card. Chase has a debit card, but it's like a credit card where it's kind of like a prepaid thing.
Right.
So it acts as a credit card, but you put money into it. So there's cash right there on it, but then it brings your credit back up like a credit card.
Right. So it took me a while, but I got my credit back.
No, yeah. I was just... I never even did that, actually. I should look into doing that.
I just remembered the second... So I had to take my stuff out of the car, and he goes, why don't you try Budget? And I go to Budget, and there's a woman there, and there's nobody except for me and this woman. And I show her my debit card. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, we don't take debit cards. Like, she's one of those, like, I don't want to move people, I don't want to get up.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't take credit cards. Now, it takes me I have a very long fuse.
I feel like you're in like a King of the Hill episode.
Yes. I have a very long fuse. And now I'm aggravated. I'm like, oh, so basically I'm stuck here at the airport and I should live here. I said, can I speak to your manager? And I'm never a speak to your manager guy. She goes in the back. I could see her. The office is there's a glass window. I could see her. She's not talking to anybody. She goes in the back office.
Please.
Yes.
She's just pantomiming. And
yeah. I'm not. She's not even going through the pantomime.
She's just standing there.
She walks, and I see her like just stand in the back office. She doesn't realize that I could see her through the window, and she comes back out. She goes, "Okay." They said, "Okay." I'm like, "You didn't talk to anybody. You just didn't want to get up, or you didn't want to do whatever."
I spoke to the manager. We're okay.
Oh.
Really, I have to get off my ass and actually do things.
So those are
to my conscience.
That's it, man. It just,
the only way to get you the fuck out of here is that I have to accept your debit card.
Oh God! Do I have to turn around? Do I have to do a 180 turn and look on the desk behind me?
Oh no!
That's what happened when I was with the NYPD. My last paycheck.
All we got is a smart car.
A smart car. Look at the size of you. No, can you screw your legs off? My last paycheck. The NYPD, I call this woman. Let's say her name was Mrs. Taylor. And she goes, no, there's nothing here. I'm sorry, there's nothing here. And my dad knows the sergeant. He goes, can you see if my son's last paycheck is there? And he goes, it was behind her on the table.
Oh, my gosh.
All she had to do was swivel her chair 180 degrees.
Not even get up, just swivel.
And push over 3 feet and go, oh, here it is. It's some people they don't want to do anything, and then oh my God, the baggage claim was late. That's another thing why Mike waited. The baggage, it took like 45 minutes for baggage to get out there, and people were screaming at these kids that work there. I'm like, it's not their fault.
Yeah,
screaming at them like, oh my God. So moral of the story is, if you have to pay another $200 for a direct flight, it is so worth it. Do it.
Yeah.
What about you, Christine?
Well, yeah. What about you, Christine? You have any nightmare travel stories?
I don't travel a lot.
When
so-
you have traveled,
Somewhere along the line, I forget where, they lost my bag. I
Oh,
don't know
you
when,
lost a
but
bag.
That's another thing too. Like I was afraid. Oh, I'm like, tell me my bag's not here. Oh my God.
I don't think I got my bag for like 3 or 4 days.
That's why I'll never put anything in the bag that's cannot be replaced.
Or meds or something you need to
Yes,
like, keep,
meds.
stay alive.
Yes, meds for the weekend. They go in the bag that comes with me on the plane. Even when I do comedy, I'll take my car keys and put them in my front pocket because when I'm on stage, let's say somebody steals my bag, I still got to get home, you know?
Yeah.
So, Joe, you have any nightmare travel stories?
No. I
Okay.
mean, I got sick on a plane one time because the pilots were just nosediving into the airport.
Oh, that's the
and
worst
I had to
feeling.
throw up in a bag. I never get air sick, and that was the only time.
No.
Well, only other time when I was on a plane, I was going to a film festival once. I was in a film festival in Florida, but that was just actually the opposite of a nightmare.
Right.
I was like actually spoiled.
You got first class?
No, but it was that I got into a film festival, in Florida, and they had somebody. The festival had someone pick me up at the airport, took me to a house which I got to stay for free for 5 days. I had a week trip for free to attend the film festival.
Oh, okay.
And that was really fun. I was by myself, but
All right. So overall, it was good.
But, not nightmares,
Oh.
Oh, wait, actually, there was an airport. I forget which airport we were at.
Chicago.
But there was like an international airport.
Chicago.
And we saw there was all kinds of different people of different languages and stuff. I don't know what, but there was these people holding a baby.
I hate him already.
And they were like trying to argue with the customer service or whatever and stuff. But this baby, I had this like overwhelming feeling as I saw this baby, and I was convinced the baby was dead.
Oh.
And
the baby was dead.
The baby
you were
was
talking
dead.
to somebody.
Oh
and
my God.
You were talking to someone to help with the tickets or whatever, and I saw the woman holding the baby.
Yeah.
You didn't know yet, and I tapped you.
Did the woman know?
I think
They knew.
the baby was blue in the face.
The baby
like
was
dead,
blue and
not breathing.
like black and blue, like it looked like it was.
Oh.
I don't know what country they were from.
Oh my God.
But it was dead, and it was like when you looked at it, you were like choking, like you were choking inside.
Oh
and
no.
you
Yeah.
said something.
Well, I've seen videos when a baby's born, and then sometimes they revive them. You
Yes,
see the
they're
doctors.
blue.
They're blue, and it was like that, and even parts of their body look like they're turning black almost too, like the black and blue look at the baby.
Okay.
So it looked like they were using the baby as a way of getting to wherever they had to go.
They were using the
Like
baby as
leverage to
Oh, it's like
front
that
of the
old
line
saying.
type thing.
There's that old saying: when you're running late, get a dead baby. It just. I didn't mean to make jokes.
Well,
Sorry.
no,
I'm a
it was-
comedian, so I got to find the sickness.
the dead baby jokes.
Yeah, but it's oh my God, that's horrific.
So maybe there we go. I go point to a security guard and be like, "You need to check that out."
I don't remember. I was just.
What I'm thinking is like, did they bring the dead baby on the plane?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. Like
Now
that.
here's a really gray area. Do you allow the parents to hold the dead baby for the flight, or do you put the kid in a suitcase? Oh my God, it's so evil that I even said that.
No.
Oh, but what do you
they're
do?
holding it, and then they cover the face. But it was two women. They were passing the baby around, and that
Right.
baby's head was just going.
But it wasn't moving or breathing.
No.
And it was black and
Nothing.
blue, and the baby was definitely dead. And I tapped Joe, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was freaking out. I'm like, that baby's dead. And Joe looks, and he just like, I never seen Joe like this,
Yeah.
It actually, when your body just shuts down.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I actually felt
I know
like
the feeling.
suffocating
Yep. Queasy.
looking at that.
Yes, you got queasy.
And then you got to say something.
But it was so
somehow.
dark because there was something dark about it. I felt like the baby might not have even been their baby.
Oh,
It was just a situation that was like,
Yeah,
there was foul play going on.
whatever it is. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Talk about a horror travel story.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that, Joe.
Imagine the woman at the at the counter by the gate. She's like, "You are not bringing that dead baby on this plane. You are not on my watch." I mean, seriously, what do you do? Do you wrap it up? And I'm sure they have like.
Hey, you just like pretend it's alive.
Or-
that's what they're doing.
That's what they were doing.
Sometimes they put him in like I think they have like these cardboard boxes to ship bodies, and then you take it.
Yeah, when they get cremated, maybe or something.
No, like a life size. Oh my.
like you're talking about like
So
corpse,
wait.
like body transfers. Like,
Yeah, like body transfers.
when they
but
transfer soldiers back
yes,
home. And
they're
stuff
like,
that.
and then they put them
They're-
into.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But this
my
was like
God.
they were trading
Wait.
it like as if it was alive.
Was the dead baby on your plane?
No.
No.
Can you imagine you sit next to her and she's got to get something out of her purse? She goes, "Can you hold my dead baby?"
That would be, I don't know, like
Oh my
that
God.
was so
I'm having
upsetting.
I'm having a hard time here because I'm a comedian and
There's so
there's
much
a lot of dark
material
humor, but
happening
oh
for you.
my God,
Yeah.
this is horrible.
Go
There's
ahead,
so
keep
much
it
material
going.
happening for you. So much
Oh,
dark.
this poor baby.
Yeah, I mean, this was a long time ago.
And you think does that mean they don't get the miles for the baby? See, this is my twisted, sick, comedic mind. I'm born with it, and I'm sorry. I really
First
should
let
apologize.
out.
First flight out.
Dark humor is, I do like it.
This is the captain speaking.
You gotta have dark humor.
Captain speaking. The flight time is 4 hours and 27 minutes, and we expect some turbulence on the way. And don't mind the dead baby in 17D. We don't have to worry about babies crying on this flight. Am I right? Am I right, folks? All right. Enjoy, sit back, and don't stare at the dead baby.
That's so bad.
Chris.
What?
Just
Right.
all right, attention. All right, folks, this is your captain speaking. Don't mind the bobblehead in the row
speaking
C.
Bobblehead.
Wait. Oh my
Don't-
God, Joe.
Don't mind the human flesh bobblehead in the back.
Don't mind the life-size bobblehead.
And here's nothing. Do you hold the baby for the flight, or
Everything
do
is
you put
fine.
him, or do you put the baby in the cargo bin up top with your carry-on? Oh God, forgive me. My brain won't stop. My brain won't stop. And I took Adderall.
It'd
it
be
won't
nice to
stop.
believe it was one of those like homing careers, fucking doll babies that people had to.
Yeah.
Was it home ec where you had to like
Wait.
carry a fake baby around and nurse it and shit?
Was that to scare teen pregnancy?
Well, something. I
Here's
remember,
another thing,
I
though.
never took that elective. I remember everyone in school carrying these fucking dolls around.
Yes.
I was like, I'm not taking this class.
Imagine she comes back. Imagine the flight attendant comes back and goes, "Ma'am, where's your baby?" And she's like, "Oh, I flushed it." No, I'm sorry. See, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. My brain doesn't stop. I'm a comedian. I'm a sick person, and this is what I do for a living. This is what I get paid. No, but it's oh my God, it's
Did you
horrible.
guys see the planes crash and then everybody was ejected and they lived? Did you see the video?
Oh, the Blue Angels.
Angels.
The Blue Angels.
What? There was a plane crash?
There was like those air shows.
They're amazing.
They were doing like an air show practicing. I'm not sure which, but yeah, 2 of the planes crashed and
Right.
4 of them ejected right away.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
They're
That just
trained like
happened a couple
crazy
days
to like
ago.
save themselves.
I know
from
they're
that.
trying to. There's all these like patents out. There's one patent that will take an airliner and a parachute comes out to bring the jet down slow, the airplane
Yeah,
slowly.
I've had that idea when I was a kid.
Right.
I was like, why don't they put these giant parachutes
Yeah.
on like the commercial airlines,
But-
and everyone would be fine. But
Well-
you need a really big one. But they're doing it for
Yeah.
the private jets because they're smaller.
I've seen it. But
Yeah.
God forbid that thing ejects while you're at full speed. What would happen? It would probably just rip
Oh.
off or just slow you down. It'd probably be like getting into an accident.
At that point, you just shut off the engine and just
yeah.
just take
Oh,
accept
my God.
accept fate as you just land.
That
Oh.
happened, and then did you guys? What is going
They
on
ran
with the
over-
manholes lately? There was a woman I saw. She parked at 52nd and 5th. She was 56 years old. Got out of her car, and right next to where she got out of her car was a manhole. Apparently, she fell down the manhole and died
Oh, my God.
in the city yesterday.
My
Oh, that
friend.
happened yesterday.
Yeah, and then we had a manhole here.
On exit 49 in.
Do you mean
on
pothole or
LA.
manhole?
Manhole.
Sinkhole?
Sinkhole. Yeah, not a manhole. Sinkhole.
Isn't a manhole the one when you have the cover off?
It's a sinkhole.
A manhole was in the city. A sinkhole was
Oh.
on the
Yeah.
on the highway.
Manhole's a construction hole. they
Yeah.
build. Like those-
My friend Johnny Huff has a joke. He does one-liners. He's like, "My best friend's gay. He works in a manhole." So, wait, I saw in the LAE somebody hit a what do you call it? Sinkhole.
Yeah.
No, that's a sinkhole. Yes.
And remember, oh wait, there was a big one. Christine, you know this, being from Pennsylvania. There was over the George Washington Bridge. There was a big sinkhole, and they discovered mines that they didn't know were down there.
Oh, really? Why don't I know this?
I don't know. Well, you're like southern Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's a country.
And then, okay, this is another fuckery that I have to bring up. Not to be the bearer of bad news or the Debbie Downer, but I got really triggered by this. Did you guys see this guy? Father of 2 dies trapped in a Boston subway escalator. More than a dozen people walk past this guy. Okay? His coat got caught at Davis Station. He went down the escalator, and there's a video of it, and he falls because he probably lost his balance. And his coat got caught and it strangled him. And people were walking for 20 minutes. No one helped.
So many people walk by.
That's the way people are today.
It is
Looking
so,
at their phones, just
it is so upsetting.
Not
shit.
doing
They should put
anything.
everybody's face that walked by.
Like, what
on
is
social
going
media.
on? What the fuck
Yeah.
is going on?
It is. I have a fear of big escalators. Like I could take escalators all the time, but there's one. I think I filmed it when I was when I got my when I was in the city getting my hair done. There's an escalator at the Grand Central Station terminal. There is an escalator that is like, it goes up
4 stories or 5?
about 5 stories.
Yeah.
But what makes it worse is they put a ceiling that runs perpendicular. Ooh, good. Or adjacent. No, adjacent's the word.
So it's like an optical illusion.
It's an
or
optical
something.
illusion. You can't like really see a horizon. And I look at my feet, and one time I looked up, and my legs I got numb. My knees got weak.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm one of these guys that likes to face his fears, and I'm like, what if I get a bunch of people together that have this fear of giant escalators, and we do it together like a group. We all wear the same colored shirt,
Yeah.
and we go in there. Let me tell you, that is.
I almost dropped on that one too because when I looked up, I got dizzy and I got
Yeah, you get
confused.
yes.
My brain couldn't.
Your brain can't. That's the longest one. So I googled the longest escalators, and that's like the 4th longest escalator in the United States. There is another one because I've taken this one when I've taken the subway to the comic strip. It's got to be on like 2nd and like 84th, and it's the same thing as long escalator. The ceiling runs parallel to the, and it's just like, I can't even look up. I got to look at my feet, and I don't know why I do this on escalators. I lean forward to the point where I'm holding myself up from falling forward, but I don't. I could just stand there like a normal person and relax,
Yeah.
but for some reason I'm leaning forward.
Yeah, so you don't fall back.
Yeah, and if you did, so
I had a problem when I take a step right on the first step to get on. I always get weird.
Dizzy.
Yeah,
there was a woman in LaGuardia. She fell on the escalator, and there was some kind of system. The escalator stopped, and this deafening siren went off. Deafening. You gotta like cover your ears. And all the employees ran up the stairs, and they helped pick her up. Her shoe was like down at the bottom. Her friend's up at the top. She's like, "Do I go up or do I go down? What do I do?" The 3 old ladies. But I forgot to. My nightmare story from yesterday. I forgot out. Let me tell you the prequel. How are we doing on time, Joey? All right?
13 minutes.
Yeah.
Very chatty today. Sorry, guys.
No.
So this is good lemonade, Christine.
It's going to help get rid of your
Hang on.
alcohol clinging on to your cells.
you can only have one of those a day. 'cause
Really?
It's
No, you can have 2.
2 electrolyte packets.
Right.
So that the
What happens if I have the
potassium-
second one, Joe?
Well, no, you could have more with
Well,
your
for you,
size.
Yeah, you can.
What if I take 4? Will something happen to me?
You could take 4,
well,
but I
isn't
wouldn't
that like
do more than
dangerous
that.
potassium levels if you did?
Oh.
You'd have to have a lot in order for it to mess with
Oh.
you, but you know.
I need to stay up on my potassium. But listen, so I'm at Carrie Karavis' house, fellow comedian friend of mine. I'm staying at our house for the week. And when it comes to flying, I like to get there early. I want to sit down. I want to have a sandwich. I want to have a cocktail or 2. I want to go to the store and that's in there. I want to look at the stores. I want to buy some treats for the flight. So I tell Carrie I want to get there 2 hours early. You don't need to get there 2 hours early, she says. You don't need to get 2 hours. This isn't JFK. I'm like, can we please get there 2 hours early? Anyway, I ended up getting there an hour and a half early, which is still supposed to be plenty of time, which normally would. I wait on this line. I check my baggage. Everything goes good. I wait on this line. It's about like 40 people deep. I finally get to the front, and I hand them my ID and my birth certificate because Carrie talked me out of getting their real. She's a conspiracy theorist. She talked me out of getting their real ID. I forget why. She goes, "You don't want it because then the government." Blah, 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 blah,
The
blah, blah, blah.
passport card.
The new
With the real ID, you can go to Canada
yes
with it.
Or the license.
yes
It's the real ID license.
license.
Okay,
yeah.
the license.
Yeah,
So when my Uber picked me up to go from my apartment I flew out of here at MacArthur. Once I went to shut my door, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to bring my passport. So I go inside. I cannot find my passport. So I find my birth certificate. So I'm like, that's got to be good enough. So I go with my birth certificate. And the woman says to me, oh, you don't have real ID? She goes, no. She goes, you have to go on the standard line. I'm like, standard line? This was the standard line. I guess there's like a lower line for for people who don't have. There's a line for people who don't have real ID. Also, you have to pay $45 extra now if you don't have real ID. One-time fee.
Thanks, Carrie.
Yes, one-time fee. So I pay the $45. The guy goes, save the email. So on the way back, you show at the airport, you don't have to pay it again, right? Okay. So the flight there, no problem. She drops me off on the way back. She drops me off at Myrtle Beach Airport, and the woman says, "No, you have to go on the standard line." And I look back and I go, "Okay, is there a shorter way that I can get back to the line?" She goes, "No, you have to go back to where you came." So now I have to go, excuse me, 40 times as I'm going against the grain. Excuse me. It's like this is what the airports do. They're setting you up. They're humiliating you.
Yep.
Forcing the government. It's humiliating you, forcing you to get the real ID.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I had to squeeze back to the front, go on to the other line, which is now 60, 70 people deep, and it's not moving as fast because they have 3 people checking IDs for the they have like 4 people checking IDs for the regular line, and for this standard line, as they call it, they only had 2 people. So not only we're moving slower, so they're punishing us even more by making it's moving slower. I finally get through, and I got to the gate with like 10, 15 minutes to spare, not time enough to do anything.
So you didn't get your snacks, you didn't get your cocktail, you didn't sit down and look around.
I didn't get to do my regimen, which keeps me calm. I want to go onto that plane slow and calm.
So do you think it would have been worth it to get the real ID?
Yes. I'm getting the real ID. I don't care what the government wants. Are they going to put nano? I don't know.
I don't understand.
What is the difference?
Yeah,
You're being tracked already.
I wish I could. Maybe we'll talk about this next episode, but she
You're
sent me.
tracked on everything, every device you own.
She sends me these conspiracy emails all the time. I said, Carrie, I have an anxiety disorder. Don't send me this shit.
So you're $45 out.
I would make the greatest
Oh, wait.
conspiracy theory
So
videos
then
if I had no...
Then Joe, wait, no, I'm sorry. Then I go to the front of the standard line after waiting for 40 minutes. And the guy, I go, oh man, all of a sudden when you get close to the guys by the machines, the internet's not working. So I can't pull up the email.
I knew that was going to happen.
And I saw the guy, I'm like, oh, I said, you got to be fucking
You always
kidding
have
me.
to screenshot that shit. That way you have it in your,
Yeah, I should have screenshot it. And this guy was so cool. He goes, you know what? Just go to the side, walk to the front. Don't wait back online. Get the email and come back. And I did that. And he let me
Thank God
in.
for him. Imagine they were like, go to the back of the line.
Oh, if you would have told me I had to go back to the line again, I probably would have rented a car and drove home. It was awful. So
That freaking sucks.
yeah. So then like Carrie's like, she had me watching videos. According to there's some
Conspiracy theorist
oh,
videos?
well this one is like, you ever hear of the Mandela effect?
Yes.
Like I think it starts with like thousands of people remember Nelson Mandela's funeral, and then he gets elected to president, and people are like, wait a second, I remember his funeral on TV. Carrie's like, I remember where I was when I watched his funeral. She said what happened was, now I think in Long Island, out in the Brookhaven National Laboratories, they made the first like atom splitter or something like that. It was it was something. No, I'm sorry, that was something to do with not atom splitter. The DNA, the chain. What is it called? That that it looks like a chain.
There's a DNA.
Yeah, DNA.
It's just DNA.
That was discovered. They discovered how to identify that on Long Island at Brookhaven National Laboratories. This place, let's say it's in China, in the mountains. They made this huge machine that's like a mile long, and it could split atoms and something like that. Like it's like these two incredible forces, and they think what they did is they created an alternate universe. So that's why sometimes you have memories of something like that. Like I'll watch a movie, I'm like, I remember that scene. That scene did not happen that way.
Yeah.
Supposedly it altered history.
The Berenstein Bears?
Berenstain Bears. People like, no, it was Berenstein.
It was Berenstein. I know it was Berenstein.
And people insist.
I have books that say Berenstein on them.
And Disney swears it's always been Berenstain.
No.
There's that one.
I'm sorry, no.
there's parts in movies that people are like, no, that didn't happen.
Are you talking about like
The Mandela effect.
the what's her name? Tinkerbell from.
Oh yeah,
from
it's another
Hook.
thing. Yeah, Tinkerbell's in it too. They
There
said
was, Tinkerbell. There was like this. It was like, look at this intro, Disney intro
Right.
logo with Tinkerbell,
she used to.
and they're like, everyone's like, I remember seeing that in the movies. You know, that was in the movies.
yes,
Fruit of the Loom,
But
the
turns out-
cornucopia. Sorry, Joe.
yes.
Tinkerbell. The one with the Tinkerbell was like a few times in home video VHS tapes, but not for where everyone thinks that.
Right.
I mean, it's not really a big deal anyway.
This is what they said. They said with her wand, she used to spell out the word
Disney. Yeah, right. And then it was like, oh yeah, that was every movie. And it's like it
And
was
they-
like some VHS tapes that they added
Yeah.
it on at some point for
So-
a short period of time.
Wait, do you guys remember
But-
seeing that? Because I do.
Yeah, but you
I
saw
don't- I
it
don't
was still
remember-
there.
I
but
don't remember
it
the
was just-
cornucopia.
It was still there, but it was just in different forms. It's like, oh, because you
It-
thought it was all
it was
over
the-
the
yeah.
place. Think about how many times you sit home watching.
So she had me like
The Monopoly Man
The Monopoly Man
wearing
doesn't.
a monocle,
Yes.
and then the Curious George. It says that the friendly monkey had a long tail. In reality, Curious George is a tailless.
Never had a
chimpanzee.
tail. Never had a tail.
you never had a tail.
And
Yeah, you always.
Kit
You
Kat.
guys thought he had a
Kit
tail.
Kat-
Kit Kat, it was spelled differently. With
Wait.
a,
You guys thought Curious George had a tail.
I don't. You know what, Joe? I don't. I think maybe if you asked me which one was him, I'd probably point to the tail because that's what they should have tails.
Yeah.
But yeah, she showed me this conspiracy theory crap, and I'm like,
Oh my
"Ugh."
God! No, there's something to this because
Oh,
the Sinbad,
Shazam- the
the
Sinbad-
Sinbad genie movie. Numerous people strongly remember comedian Sinbad starring as a genie in the 1990s movie called Shazam.
Right.
That was
The
with
film
Shaq,
never
wasn't it?
existed. It is widely confused with Shaquille O'Neal's movie
yeah.
Kazam.
'Cause
Right.
What do you mean? I remember Shazam.
wasn't it a sketch or something?
It
Oh my God, my mind is all fucked up right
Right?
now.
This-
But
the Mandela
but the
effect.
thing, but it's see that's the thing. There's some tiny truth to some things, but it's just not the full thing you think it is.
I remember the Berenstein Bears. My mom used to read me those books. I was obsessed with those books. I remember.
I had a Berenstein Bear lunchbox.
Well, you're saying Berenstein, but you're saying it was Berenstein.
Stain.
So you just pronounced it wrong.
They were
No,
Jewish
it's spelled,
bears.
it's spelled differently. It's spelled like they're saying that it's spelled with an A.
Well,
and
maybe
it's
that's
not.
just because
That's-
your accents pronounced it that way.
No, it's not the
So
accents.
your
It's not
brain-
stain.
This may not be the Mandela effect. This may be anti-Semitism, because the Bears had a Jewish last name, and all of a sudden
They
it's
changed the
Stain.
the pronunciation.
Stain.
Did you see the thing actually I was reading about the other day? They somehow was it with electrons?
Yeah.
They time traveled
Right. Yes.
a split like a fraction of a second.
Right.
They were able to. I don't know if it was electron. Was they like one of those? I think it may have been, but where it actually had it time travel with like a fraction of a second backwards.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No.
They actually did time traveling, and that smallest. I can't say more because I'll sound like an idiot. But
No, I remember you told me about that the other day. You read about that.
They
Yeah.
think it's also time travel screws up the universe and creates these like changes history. I mean, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but when I got home from Myrtle Beach, I opened my door and I said, "You're not my wife. My wife is blonde with large breasts, and she comes from old money, and you're not my wife. And what happened to our bank account?" So that's how you know these people are messing around with the universe.
What about the dogs,
it's
though? Do you recall them?
Leela was a boy, and now she's a girl.
wait, where are my angels?
And Jacob, I had a son named Jacob, and now I have a dog named Jacob.
It kind of reminds me of like that. For George Carlin had a funny sketch on his one of his later specials for when he's getting old and stuff, and like one way like getting out of dinner or like people coming over. I think it was. I
Right.
think that was the bit. and like what he would do just to take advantage of his old age, where everyone would just be like, "Oh, it's okay, Grandpa,"
Right.
make excuses for Grandpa, and he was like saying something about like everyone's like together at the dinner table, whatever, and he walks in, he's like, "Who are you people, and where is my horse?"
Oh my god. Are you saying horse?
Yeah,
Or
who are you people, and where is my horse? Like as if he's from like.
Where are my
1800s.
whores?
I thought
Where are my
you said where are my horse?
Oh, did he say where are my whores?
Where are my bitches?
I thought I'm pretty sure he said horse.
These bitches, it's time to pay up. It's Thursday. You got to show Big Daddy what you made. But how many movies there have been like where there's one movie the guy goes to the hospital with his wife. All of a sudden they say, that person was never here. He goes, I just dropped her off. And securities, there's another one with a woman where she's looking for a son. Oh, there was one Angelina Jolie where her son is not her son.
Changeling.
Yes, that one.
That was a great movie.
There's been a few movies like that where they changed the reality.
That was the government changing.
Yeah, the government
that reality.
gave her the wrong child because her child was taken and.
And there was another one where the guy.
So they couldn't look bad. Law enforcement, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Was it Jennifer Aniston? Somebody where the husband died in a car accident and she comes home and he's showering, and she's like, what are you? And she's like crying hysterical.
Is it Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, it is. It's
Premonition?
Yes.
I didn't even see it, but
it's the guy from Nip Tuck is her husband, and she comes home after like hearing the horrible news, and he's in the shower, and then all of a sudden the next day he's dead again. It's like it's such a mind fudge.
I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
Premonition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Carrie is.
I don't know if I could have. I like looking into conspiracy theories and stuff because believe me, I am one to a certain degree. But I mean, with the ID, it's like
just thinking about them. I feel like it just slowly is going to cause brain damage. So when you're old, it's going to be like
the anxiety. I would have the anxiety too.
Constant living in anxiety and fear and stuff. It's like you're just. I feel like you're just creating white matter in your brain.
You know what she did to me too? If there's anything that I do, she'll find something to make me paranoid about it. She saw me eating McDonald's fries, so she sends me a video today of McDonald's fries under a microscope, and they're pulling out like larva eggs. I'm like, come on.
The worms.
These are videos made by people that are just editing a bunch of crap together and trying to sound coherent.
She's one of these people. So,
it's clickbockating. You're literally paying. These people are making money off of you.
Some people love.
That's what it is.
Some people love those forensic file documentaries and shows. They love those shows, and some people love conspiracy theory. It's like a hobby almost.
I
believe in them though. That's
because all the stuff that I've always said at the time when it was a conspiracy theory is now proven to be true for many years.
Yeah.
Like my brother and I would be like talking about stuff and people would be like, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy. And then it turns out we're not crazy. Now everybody's accepted it as a reality.
Yeah.
But I mean, where do you draw the line?
It all depends on what that is, though, because people go through the conspiracy and then they point the finger at the wrong group of people, or they just are there's truth and falsehoods mixed up.
It's the Freemasons.
So it's like when you try to correct it, it's like that's wrong. But no doubt there might be some degree of whatever it is that conspiracy might be going on somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, she was trying to tell me that people like Robert De Niro and Trump, it's all staged.
I do believe one thing, and this is what I'm going to say. This is a sentence that I'd like to say.
Go ahead, and then I have something.
This applies to everything. The world is a stage, and we are merely players.
Right.
And it is the truth. Every time you see or hear something, I don't care what it is. If the media is shoving it down your throat, I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what you are.
Crisis, yeah.
Right? There is a curtain that you should look behind, and then look behind that curtain, and then look behind that curtain. And always question things, because remember, the world is a stage, and we are merely players.
Oh, my God, Christine.
It's very simple. It's the simplest thing, but it's so powerful.
I'm going right to the bar after this.
I go back. Yeah.
You know what?
Maybe we should go
No.
visit one of our sponsors and have it tattooed on our.
Very good segue into shouting out our sponsors.
I wanted to mention
Main Street Tattoos in
De Niro.
Main Street Tattoos in Kings Park, and
Hair Force One, Vinny.
Vinny, we love you both. Vinny's located in Holbrook, here on Long Island,
Yo.
and Main Street Tattoos located in Kings Park. Love you, Leah. Listen,
Yeah. I
Wait,
want-
Joe wants to say something
well,
about Robert De Niro. I
say it.
interrupted him.
Well, the thing is about De Niro is that I'm very disappointed in all a lot of the Italian Americans on Long Island.
okay.
Now, they all were, salivated over wanting to be like De Niro in the movies and all.
Yeah.
Love De Niro and Joe. You know what I mean?
Right.
He stays out of politics, Joe
Right.
Pesci. But
He stays out.
But as soon as he showed that he didn't support some greasy orange mutt that is not even, you know what I mean? They just completely turned their backs on him. And on top of that, too, going back to with Dr. Fauci, these are Italian Americans that, were back in the day, it was oh, I'm only seeing an Italian doctor. I only go to Italian doctor.
Right.
And it's you have an Italian doctor in in the most important position of this country. And then you instead follow some guy who's a trust fund baby who received $400 million, who
Right.
paid his way and got a little note, so he dodged the draft. I just don't understand. I'm a little disappointed with my Italian American people.
And a little disclaimer here at the Psychology of Fuckery: Joe is an Italian American.
Yep. Indeed.
Yeah. So I'm at Carrie's house, and she showed me videos trying to prove to me that every president of the United States, their wives were men. She showed me pictures. Look at the Adam's apple. Look at the throat. Look at the forehead. I'm like, I know we talked about.
Oh yeah, we talked about.
We talked about
this,
before.
yeah.
It proves nothing. It proves nothing.
It's-
what, like Martha Jefferson,
Yeah, listen.
Abigail Adams,
Yeah,
John
just-
Adams' wife?
Listen, they were strong-looking women, and they were old women.
yeah.
And
Well,
they weren't
Martha Jefferson wasn't old when she was with.
Barbara Bush. All right, so not. Listen,
You mean the current ones or the
All of them.
founding?
All-
fa-
she
oh.
said
Appar-
every president's wife.
Is it
what? And it has to do with the Illuminati. Anytime you see black and white checkered floors in a movie, it's an Illuminati thing.
Yeah.
She's the one, we're shopping the other day. She telling me, she's always talking about all the stuff I eat, and then in the next breath she's like, yeah, but it doesn't matter because the world's coming to you. You realize that the world's ending, right? You realize that, right?
I grew up listening to that bullshit for all my life.
The world's ending. You realize that, right?
Prophecy, the end times.
Yes.
It's it hasn't happened,
No.
and it's not going to happen
Then-
until a natural disaster, whatever it is. But it ain't
Yes.
going to be
I
somebody
swear.
floating from the sky.
If the freaking world ends, I'm gonna be so pissed at all the stuff I didn't do and all the stuff
Right.
I didn't eat.
Or not even. Yeah.
Right.
stuff I didn't
No,
eat.
exactly. You see you ever see people when their dogs are dying and they give them chocolate? They know it's
Their last meal.
their world's ending. You can't have chocolate because it'll kill you. But here you go. Here's a Hershey
There
bar.
you go. Die of diarrhea now.
No, but I'm serious. I always think about that. I'm like,
Bet he dies of diarrhea before the actual illness.
You just die. All right. He's died.
Right.
Let's just give him some chocolate.
It-
Go ahead.
it's-
Suffer diarrhea to death.
Instead of 3 weeks.
Just die of diarrhea.
But hey,
but they would.
but hey, if you want to bring your dead dog on the plane, it's okay.
But they
Call back.
call back to.
So, it's emotional support
Carcass.
carcass.
It's my ESC. It's my emotional support carcass.
Oh man.
So no, so Carrie will tell me, she'll freak me out about what I eat, but then she'll say, who cares anyway, the world's coming to an end. And then there's the same person, I probably mentioned this before, where she sent me a GoFundMe link to a friend of hers whose husband was sick and lost his job and they were about to lose the house. Yeah. And I wrote, well, I really can't, I really have no money to give, but tell your friend to hang in there another month because the world's coming to an end.
Oh, I remember when you
Yeah.
told that joke.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's almost contradicting the way she'll send me things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought. I don't want to say anything about it.
This started out as a really fun, relaxing, funny podcast.
And then I had to bring up
Yeah,
all
like
the
now-
dark
now
stuff,
we're
the
in-
sinkholes, the manholes.
I feel like we can go another hour, but
We went funny stories about travel to dead babies and the world's coming to an
I
end
feel like I
and
just got in the groove.
don't eat McDonald's fries. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we brought you a little peace of mind today, and we eased your travel or your day. You were listening to us, and you're like, all right, my life isn't so bad.
And remember, there's living organisms walking around and crawling on your skin, and you can't do nothing
You can't
about
do
it.
nothing about them.
What is it? The water bears?
The water bear, let them in there. It's
Those things, you know, like those water bears. That's what they're called, right?
They're called Berenstein mites, and no, I don't know what they're called.
What
No,
are
it's like water bears. Like these, like
Oh, I've seen them.
three-legged things.
Microscopic.
Yeah, they're microscopic. They
We have mites on our
apparently
skin.
can just withstand anything. I think
Yeah.
they actually sent one to space and it survived. But there's these living creatures on your skin,
Yep.
and no matter how much you wash or do whatever you want, they're never going anywhere. They live with you.
Right.
So whatever you're searching down, your fries or your burger, you know, you got living things living
Aw,
on you,
little water
eating off your
bears.
dead
Yeah.
skin.
Hopefully, we've given you enough stuff
it
to
was
think
the
about
water
while you're
bear.
trying to sleep tonight.
Yeah, think about all the creepy crawlers that have been with you since you
Creepy
were born.
crawlers and
Creating families, you know,
If you-
shitting on you.
Are they immortal, Joe? Or do
They kind of are. They can withstand any.
they have a
condition.
lifespan that's like,
Yeah, we'll look it up after.
that's crazy?
if you're listening to this for the first time,
Yeah.
please give us a follow. We're on Instagram. The Psychology of, how do we spell again? Fuckery?
Well, we it's just Psychology of F podcast.
Yeah, just put in
so-
Psychology of F and we'll pop up. You'll see like a brain. Give us a follow on Instagram. We're on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah,
You could follow me on Instagram at @RoachComic and Joe Pomerico on Instagram at what, Joe?
Joe Pomerico official.
Joe Pomerico official. He's the official one, not the other guy with the blonde hair with the gay mohawk. And we have
At Christine James Walker.
Christine James Walker.
Please share the video on Facebook. Share with your friends, family, and we get the ball rolling on that. And yeah, hopefully soon we're gonna be live on Facebook. I'm working out the kinks.
This episode is maybe a little darker than we normally do, but we hope you enjoy it. And there's Christine's rear end in front of me on the wall. All right, guys, is that it? We hit an hour?
Yeah,
hour
we're
12.
way over.
Hour 12. You guys owe us $5 each for listening to us. Just put it in an envelope and send it to us anywhere. Thank you for listening. This has been episode 28 of The Psychology of Fuckery. We will see you guys next week.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
Peace, love, and Adderall.